With a common denominator.
And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Let's talk about something important. Put that coffee down.
I'm not here to waste your time.
Where else you gonna have this much fun?
You the man. You the man.
Todd Father.
Show me the money.
What I've been doing, had to triple my bag. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Yeah. Had to triple my bag.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, it's no trick to make a lot of money. All you want is to make a lot of money.
Hey, good afternoon. Stocks higher as expected, Bitcoin higher as expected, so far so good. Couldn't be happier. Everything's been pretty simple since those lows in August and the retest down there after the China ban, so things have been really good. We've got Bitcoin 63,550, knocking on all-time highs. Could get those as we're live right now. We're right there ready to go, so we will watch that here. I did want to talk about that Wyckoff Wave Crypto Index. I tweeted a little bit ago, the green arrows show the technometer when it gets 40, sub below 40, gives us a buy really in more of the alts. So that's been very reliable. Looking forward to the next buy signal. And then we'll check that out again. So let's go to, there's 63.7. Bitcoin, new high here for, hold on a second. We got what, right around 65,000 we got to attack. So 63.7, new high for the recovery after the sharp sell-off down there to 28,000. So things are looking good. Here's once again Bitcoin dollar chart daily. After having the spring in the test and the backup, we're in markup phase. Looks like we're headed to new highs now. So as I showed on Elliott Wave yesterday, we had a wave 4 triangle. Let's go back to that real quick. We showed this chart yesterday. As you can see, we were calling that a wave 4 inside this green wave 5 up, looking for something maybe around 65,000, go to a new high. I would think there you're going to have some volatility around the all-time highs, or we scream right through them, I'm not sure. With the ETF launching, could get interesting either way, but I think we still have higher. So we came out of the triangle. Looks like out of that triangle, maybe we've done a 1-2. So now we're probably in the wave 3 of 5 of 1. So we'll watch that. Let's go back to the software real quick. For some reason I got things working a little slow today. Maybe too many windows open. Let's go, let's look at Ethereum real quick. It's been a little bit of laggard, as has all alts. This has been a Bitcoin rally. Still looking for alts to join in the party here shortly. Here's Ethereum dollar chart. Let's let that technometer load real quick. It's loading off a 5-minute volume. is how our indicators are calculated. Technometer 42.1, still plenty of room to keep the rally going there. Let me close a few windows, maybe get my computer working a little faster. So crypto still looks higher to me. Let's look quickly, let's go to stocks. I think that's helping us rally as well. SPY I mentioned yesterday, overbought technometer. You can see lower right, 54.4. That is as overbought as we've been back to that high in February, marked by the red cells. The greens are buys. So we continue higher today, even in face of a extremely overbought technometer. That is bullish. I mentioned yesterday that could happen. That's what I was looking for. Same thing in QQQ, 52.47. Continuing the rally, major overbought already. Wyckoff Wave Growth Index, 53, just up a little bit today. The DIA, Dow Jones ETF, trying to get to overbought, but we're knocking on all-time highs on the Dow. Technometer 49.17. The Wyckoff Wave is also up there, knocking on 49. So again, overbought. But if you can rally in face of an overbought technometer that's really strong, it looks like that maybe stocks haven't done an ABC off the low, but maybe they're in a wave 3 to another new high on stocks. If we do get that, that's just going to, I think, keep crypto going higher. I think they're both risk-on assets. Institutions appear to be clamoring for Bitcoin because of easy access with the ETFs and really just everybody warming up to the idea of having Bitcoin as a percent of your portfolio, which is what we've been saying all along. But sure, we're on a 10 banger so far. So a few stocks we're long real quick. I mentioned we're long Snap. It's up a little bit today. Been long Square. It's adding to gains. Charles Schwab's a recent ad. This chart's breaking out. You can see at the lows where I actually was not on it. I was on adding other equities, but we had the new low OP, higher price, oversold technometer. Then we broke out. That should continue to stair step higher if stocks do well. We've got the TLT I mentioned yesterday. We had a sell signal shown by the red circle. We are down pretty well today on TLT. Technometer still at 49. So bonds look lower. Interest rates look higher. Could be a stronger economy coming. So whether that helps stocks, etc., I'm not sure. I can't agree, Clifford, giving Wall Street access brings the average investor big into this area, because even on new accounts, it used to be I'd get $10,000, $25,000 accounts. Now accounts are coming, they own large stock portfolios and they're coming with couple hundred thousand to go to Bitcoin now. So I think much bigger money is going to chase this limited asset. And that's why we're getting these easy rallies here like we've had recently on Bitcoin. And it's been strictly Bitcoin because that's where everybody's going first. Then I think from there they slide to other markets and go to the alts. So again, the Dow up 164, NASDAQ up 103, continuing the gains. Bitcoin working on this green wave 5, which really should just be probably a wave 1 of much higher prices. I know what what's his face, Robert Lee said 168,000, I think, is what some new forecasts are coming on Tom Lee, excuse me. So 168,000, that would be stupid off the chain. So we'll watch that. There's Bitcoin above 63,700. So only a hop, skip, jump to all-time highs. Let's go back and look at a few alts. I know somebody mentioned 1 inch. That one is looking like it's ready to pop. Here's 1 inch. Tether, consolidated. Volume from basically all reputable exchanges, so giving us a good readout on volume. Natural gas has been headed higher. I would think that continues. What's up, Ted? Yeah, I don't think we get another buy signal. I think we had our chance. Here is 1 inch. Looks like to me that 1 inch is looking better than many of the alts. And I think 1 inch could lead us higher. Let me save that trend line. 1 inch is one that I was looking at. Let's also look at ADA. ADA dollar consolidated. Not much has changed on these charts if you were with us the last few days. We've got the Wyckoff markings on them. You're welcome, Ted. Nick and I just got too much going on in the Patreon. And as you know, I manage assets, so we never stop. Technometer 41.4 on ADA. A new low on the OP, as shown there, 3 up from the bottom. Price continuing to hold higher. I still think some of these alts are going to dig in here and come alive. So that is the plan. Let's also look at Zen. It got a little bit of strength overnight, then backing up again, setting here 79.85. 3 recent buy signals there in September. I would think Zen would be one that would lead us higher if we get going. That is one that Nick was on down there at 5 and 7 heavily. He's got some nodes on Zen. Been a big home run for him. You can see same thing. Into that low into September 20th when we had the buy signal on the WWCI. Zen was here trying to make a low, gave us 3 oversold readings, gave us some new low in the volume, higher price. That's a bullish divergence. That one still looks good. ERS DL, I do not have in the system. I guess smaller cap, I will add that one for Ludwig. DNT, let's see, DNT Tether consolidated, not one that I follow. Definitely lower volume. So the indicators are a little volatile. Might not be too helpful on DNT. Let's see what happens here. Give me a second to load that technometer. There we are, 47.5. Volume's been steadily increasing. Really not much to add on DNT. Not sure that's the most highest volume. That is a DNT Tether consolidated, so not much help on DNT. EOS Tether Binance. One that got going there almost to 15. Back at all-time highs. This one lagging considerably. Bitcoin on the high of the day. Calvin, I've been continuing bullish, so yeah, I expect we're going to see that all-time high here shortly. Here's EOS. You see the last buy was day before the low back there on June 20th. Looks like most all charts look this way, so I would be long, expecting that low 365 to hold. XVG, Tether consolidated. What's up, V Magazine? There's a wrench. Couple of wrenches. We'll look at band here in just a second. XVG. Not much to add on XVG. Looks like I can't get the chart to go back any further. Again, I think that 0.018 low is good. Keying off of that. We did have a new low back there on September 20th. And the volume wide price held, same type of thing, pretty low technometer. So that low should have been good. Band, one that Nick likes. Let's look at band Tether consolidated. Here's band Tether consolidated. Bitcoin right at 63,740, holding the highs. I don't believe the software is much help on band here. Slight bullish divergence on October 11th. Did have the oversold technometer. Let's grab that one real quick. I haven't marked this chart up. There's an oversold technometer reading, which would have gave you a buy pretty nicely at the low there. That was at the low at 712 or so. Again, I would expect that to break out to the upside. Band is one that Nick has liked. Nick is in here under Stunner D. So again, ADA, Zen, 1 inch, those kind of look good to me. Let's look at Litecoin real quick. Litecoin Tether consolidated. 63,830 Bitcoin. Matic will do next. No selling off the sell the news on the ETF. I think that's different than when the futures launched. So I think we just resolved still bullish. Litecoin needs to get above the 180 or the 192 level there. Technometer 43. Pretty poor action on Litecoin, but I think it will turn up here. Let's look at Matic. That's one, again, that I thought would continue higher. Here's Polygon, Tether, Binance. Yeah, appreciate it, John. We've had fun here. YouTube's not really my thing, but I have stayed with it. It has helped build a good community for us. Here's Matic. New low on the volume, higher high on the price. Oversold technometer, September 20th again. That's when the WWCI hit its buy signal. Gave you the exact low in Matic at $1.04. $1.46, I would think that one's going to still resolve higher. Neo, Tether consolidated. Neo ones we used to trade pretty heavy back in 2018. Not as much so recently. Had the big run to above 135, crashing down. I haven't looked at this chart in a while here with the software, so let's see here. Did get a buy signal the exact day of the low, July 19th. Also June 20th. Tried to get one September 20th as well. So the usual 2 or 3 normal buys that we had also worked on NEO. I would think off the low here on NEO and some of these alts, we've had a 1-2, a 1-2 and a 1-2. So if that's the case, we could explode higher. So we are watching for that. If Bitcoin goes to a new high, I think it'll work sideways. Just guessing now, sideways between, could go sideways between 55, 65. If that's the case, that might give us an alt season. So we're going to watch that. Let's go back here. Look at Hex. There's the Hex 4-hour. We did come under pressure, and I think really put an ABC in. I still think we're probably headed to new highs there. Big percent move down after a huge rally. So I would think Hex will still try to work higher and assault all-time highs again. S&P, I think S&P is going to new highs now. So I don't think the S&P is going to stop. I'm got some long positions that we put on here in the last, last 10 days. Having a good day today. Bitcoin on the high, 63,840. Now this shirt's got a little bit of green in it. Let's look back at FET. I believe that's in my software. FET. Tether consolidated. I'll keep the green shirts on. 63,850. Ethereum lagging at 38.31. Litecoin 186.60. Give me a like and a share. Much easier to do these broadcasts if I got 300 or 400 people in here. Technometer 45 on FET. Just recently, from the September 20th low, we did have more sell volume coming in. Price at a higher high. I still would think FET will break out to the upside. Appreciate it, Sirius. There's a wretch. So to recap stocks, I still think could rest here, but I like the action off the low. But we will be watching for maybe some type of top. Bitcoin looks like maybe we're in the midst of a wave 3 rally inside of a wave 5, inside of a wave 1. So still looks like we could work a little bit higher. We're so close to all-time highs. I can't believe that, as Wyckoff would call him, the composite man doesn't want to go to new highs. At least up thrust that area, give us some sideways, and screw a few people. I think we left a lot of people on the sidelines down there at 28.5. Everybody was bearish. Everybody was looking for Wyckoff distribution. I think I was the only one really saying no. It was accumulation down there. But people with hundreds of thousands of followers were pretty bearish. I don't think anyone's really caught. The rally's been so strong, so consistent, that I think a lot of people have been left behind. So, Wozniak, appreciate it, Peter. You have been supporting from day one, supporting my Twitter, you name it. I appreciate that. OMG, let's show that one. I've talked about that one, probably continuing higher again. Here's OMG Tether Binance. I would think a little pork blaster here before we go higher. I'd stay with OMG. You're welcome, James. Let's see if ETN next. ETN, Tether, consolidated. Bitcoin right at the high for the day. Appreciate it, Chris. There's a lot of Wyckoff experts that are following, I guess, free courses and charts on the internet. Some of them are mistakes. So, yeah, I would be careful with that. Here is ETN. The volume is hitting new lows. Price is holding higher. Technometer down to 40.13. I would think this one's coiling for higher. Looks like a pork blaster triangle there before another surge. So if we get these alts going, many charts, there's 63,980. There's 64,040. Rock and roll. Alex C, yes, I think ADA will lead us higher as well. If these alts will get off the ground here. Yeah, Peter, no doubt I remember you, so you've always supported. Bob, just stay with us now. So there was a 64,000 real quick, 63.8. So again, I think we're continue to work a little bit higher. Voyager Digital is not in my stock software because what, it's Canadian, I believe. I would like that as well here. Anything stock or Bitcoin related. Appreciate it, Chapman. That's really all I've got. I don't know if anybody's got any stocks I want to look at briefly. Stock software is still having a few minor issues, but mostly working. Once again, there's Charles Schwab. We are long that one. Microsoft has been still consistently higher. Runs to a new high for the move. Had the oversold technometer on the 29th at 284. I actually had a buy-in, and somehow that order got screwed up with Charles Schwab, so I had an order to buy and missed it. That one I'm not happy with. What's up, Wharton? Hold on a second. I don't think Hive's in my software here. I will add Hive. TEL I've got. TEL Tether Qcoin. Again, the only major volume exchange I believe on TEL, if I'm correct. Appreciate it, Peter. That's something I might do here. I need to take a world cruise and check in with PCG clients and subscribers and friends. Ivan, I'm not sure. Let me check those two. Here's TEL. Kind of had a buy signal again back there on the 20th and September 26th or so. Hopefully that one can hold in here and turn higher. SOS, VTVT. Let me add Make a note to add those into the stock software. Let me go back to TradingView. Bit Digital, 4-hour chart. Looks like pretty well sideways here. Can't really comment on that one without having it in my software program. SOS Limited, smaller price. Don't like the underperformance here. So that one could bounce, but I'd be careful with that one. Wyckoff buy strength, sell weakness. UOS, I do not have that one. Not coming up on TradingView either, so I'm not sure about that one. Here's Voyager Digital, 931. On the daily, that one had a good run. Not sure why it's so weak here short term. Digesting gains, I guess. There's Bitcoin, 64,040, back to the highs, just like that. CLSK, I'll look in to see if I can add that one as well. And UOS for crypto, I'll have to add that one as well. Let's go back to Bitcoin here. That's the action, 64,000. What's up, Zimmy? Zimmy Jim. A lot of LA wave markings on that chart. Let's go to the 5-minute. There we are. Coming out of the triangle I showed yesterday. That was a triangle formation that I was looking at. A little bit like that. I think we did a 1-2 out of there. We're working on a wave 3. I think we'll continue higher. I think we're going to go to the highs. 64,829, that's right up there. $800 away. So that's really all I've got today. Well, we're about 38 minutes in. 20 minutes for stocks to close. Stocks, Dow up 158, where they've been. Dow or the NASDAQ up 100. So still supporting higher risk on. That is all I've got. So let me run a disclaimer. Do your own research for stocks and crypto, not individual investment advice.
There is a high degree of risk involved in trading cryptocurrencies. Our thoughts and ideas are for entertainment purposes only. Please consult your personal advisor or do your own research. Past results are not indicative of future returns. Thank you.
We'll bring up Algo again. I know we looked at that yesterday. Here's Algo, Tether, Binance. 9-month chart. Nick mortgaged his house, live on air at 35 to 3,700. Had a few day delay from the bank, but he did the trade of the century. Here's Algo. Looks like a jump and a backup. Technometer neutral after giving us a buy on September 27th. And again back there on September 20th when the Wyckoff Wave Crypto Index. Normally when the Wyckoff Wave Crypto Index had that buy signal, buying something at a backup would be an extremely smart move. Hopefully this backup maybe is just all this action as a backup. If that's the case, the next rally would be gangbusters. So that is all I've got. Let's go back here to the trading view. 63,800 after knocking on 64,000 a couple times. Same thing usual. I'm going to run a couple commercials here. Patreon.com/learncrypto, 40 bucks a month. Get Nick and I trades on small, medium, and large caps. Nick does a lot of staking, farming. That's an area where a lot of people need help. He's an expert in that. WyckoffSMI.com, original institute started by Wyckoff. If you want to learn the Wyckoff method, if you don't have time, we do manage stock and crypto assets. So enough of that, a couple commercials, and we'll be here tomorrow. Hopefully we'll be through the highs and we can talk about that. So have a good one. If you need me, hit me up on Twitter or T. Butterfield at WyckoffSMI.com. Peace out.
Warren Buffett, American investor, business tycoon, and one of the wealthiest people in the world, once said, "If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die." But how is that possible? Well, knowledge is power. In 2020, it is no longer news that cryptocurrencies are the currency of the digital future. Bitcoin's stability amidst unprecedented global economic impacts from COVID-19 has proven once again that crypto is here to stay. Learning how to trade, when to trade, and where to trade crypto assets can make the difference between success and failure. At LearnCrypto.io, we offer a pathway to sustainable and lifelong wealth by helping open-minded beginners and experienced traders navigate the thin ice of the cryptocurrency markets. Live shows, interviews, coin reviews, fundamental analysis, predictive trading bots, and open chat access to a community of real traders. These are just a few of the benefits you'll receive with a membership on patreon.com/learncrypto. Sign up today if you strive to build yourself a brighter tomorrow.
Are you intrigued by cryptocurrency, but just aren't sure how you can get started investing? Maybe you are simply too busy to trade your own cryptocurrency account since it is 365, 24/7. Don't hold back any longer. With LearnCrypto.io, you can have a seasoned professional show you how. Todd W. Butterfield is a leader in trading with numerous real money trading successes to his name over the years. He owns LearnCrypto.io, the original Wyckoff Stock Market Institute, WyckoffSMI.com, as well as the Black Bay Group, a registered investment advisor. He has also created state-of-the-art software, consolidating over 100+ crypto exchanges volume, as well as his own Wyckoff proprietary indicators. With today's stressful and busy lifestyles, isn't it time you considered having a knowledgeable investor manage your crypto account? In these unprecedented times, it is the perfect season to seriously consider LearnCrypto.io's private client group and add cryptocurrencies to your investment portfolio.
All right, we still got 275 people, looks like here. I'm going to set it for a minute. We're knocking right on 63,900, 64,000. I'm going to see... thought maybe we might bold higher here. If anybody has any more charts I want to look at, we could do that. The official show is OVER. But I never leave my desk, so here I am. Get a shot of Mountain Dew. Do a little updates on the Discord. $63.8. See if anybody stayed in here and wants to talk. Need to get another picture here. Pork Blaster t-shirt. Check it out. You got to like that t-shirt. ADA, I think, still higher, Alex, so I wouldn't have a problem with that. Definitely more risk in the alt. I personally do much more Bitcoin, Ethereum trading. Appreciate it, Poly Farms. Give you a wrench. Let's look at a Silvergate. Got slapped today. Let's look at Mara. All-time highs, watch party. Back in the day, we used to do those in 2018 with Matt. Here's 9-month Mara. I mentioned to people in our Discord to stay long this one. Is overbought at a 56. Volume new highs, price trying to get there. So this one could keep working higher with Bitcoin. Riot. Still being a dog at 30.80. We'll do Tilray next. There's Riot. Riot not looking good on the chart for real. Still higher short term with Bitcoin. Here's Tilray. I know I mentioned the other day, been a weak one, but probably would bounce some with stocks. Having a big day today, if you can see it. We had that technometer reading down there. Recently, most oversold reading was on September 29th that we've had in the last couple of years. But shoot, that was around 11.29, just 50 cents lower than where we're at now. Tilray's too weak for me. I think Bitcoin keeps going to above 100 grand probably. It used to be, I thought 30,000, 32,000 would be extremely expensive. Luckily, we wrote it much higher than that, but I think stocks could still be in a blow-off top. Bitcoin could do the same. So all I can do really, I think it's tough to put a price objectives on. I think really I just try to trade my Wyckoff indicators. If they get bullish anywhere here, just keep buying. If they get bearish, maybe take some off. Is my main thought. If we go a low after all-time highs, I don't know. I mean, I think anything below 40,000 would be a gift if we would ever get that. Stocks, to me, just appear that there's nowhere else for money to go. China's really blown up their stocks. So U.S. stocks is just a place to be if you want to speculate on stock prices. So, hate to say it, I'm long-term bearish on the economy and stocks, but short-term, only game in town. If we go back to our Wyckoff Wave Growth Index, it's pretty well kept us in and out of stocks nicely, as shown by the red and the green. So again, we did have that buy. The last buy was October 4th, as shown by the green circle lower right. We are major overbought, but I thought maybe we were still kind of in liftoff. We've had volume going to a new high, so you would expect an overbought technometer, but I'm trying to stay long through that like I did back on Bitcoin around that 44,000 level. We had an overbought technometer, but I had thought to disregard that, and that was the smart trade. So as you can see, our Wyckoff wave growth knocking on a all-time high close with 10 minutes to go. Just a hair off of that. I think so, Ferry. I think you're safe. 63.9 Bitcoin just quiet here. Ethereum lagging again at the moment. So anybody got any more questions? Looks like Bitcoin's settled down here, so probably going to sign off just in case I get a stock trade here going into the close I need to do. I'm going to run a Who is Richard Wyckoff little commercial here that we did years ago. If no one's sure about Mr. Wyckoff, kind of one of the titans of technical analysis, as written up by many publications years ago. So I'm going to run that, and if Bitcoin don't bolt to new highs here above 64, I'll probably end the show. So here we are.
Good afternoon. My name is Richard D. Wyckoff. Anyone who is interested in the stock, option, or commodity markets is most likely to find my life and teachings to be of great interest and value. I was born November 2nd, 1873. At the age of 15, I had my first job as a stock runner on Wall Street, and by age 25, I had opened my first brokerage firm. I was one of the pioneers in the study of the tape and included volume studies in all my market operations. This volume and its intraday studies is what set me apart from the rest of the market gurus. There was a point that my buy and sell following was so big that it became a powerful part of the daily market. It was at this time that I became known as one of the titans of technical analysis. But all along, my lifelong endeavor was to pass on my accumulated wisdom to others. With that in mind, in 1907 I created the Magazine of Wall Street. At its height, the Magazine of Wall Street had over 200,000 subscribers. That's over 200,000 investors who wanted my thoughts on the current market conditions and trends. Finally, in 1931, I decided to take all my knowledge that I had learned about the stock market and created the Richard D. Wyckoff course of stock market science and technique. I was able to create something that established a new standard of practice in the public stock market operations. I did not claim any monopoly of stock market knowledge, but up to that time, no one else seemed willing to be so frank in offering to the public the most intimate knowledge of the inner workings of the stock market. The good news is that even though I created the Wyckoff Stock Market course back in 1931, the course has been maintained and updated throughout the years and is available to you today. Over 90 years later, my course is still available for investors and traders that want to learn the secrets to the stock market and can be found right now at wyckoffsmi.com.
All right, Bitcoin's still here at 63,970. So maybe we get a breakout here. There's 64,000. We are right $800 away from the highs. So I'm going to get out of here. Appreciate the support. And probably tomorrow, 2 o'clock Central Standard Time. See you.
We'll see you all again. Sleep tight.